This tutorial is to demonstrate the use of the data logger 400 to assist in creating tag lists for branches and tags that have a similar structure. In this case, we'll assume that we want to collect data for PID loops. So we'll use the search capability, pattern search capability of the data logger to find branches that represent PID loops in the OPC structure and to automatically create a tag list that represents those devices or PID loops. Let's begin. Let's go to the menu and then select pattern definition. And we'll create a new pattern definition or search definition and we'll call it PID loop. And we can just use the same for the description. And we know that our PID loops are located in the control structure. In this particular example, we have a sample application and we have some PID loops. So let's just pick the set point and measured value and output for a loop. So we select the loop and we find process value. Skipped over the output, this output value, and then the set point. So that defines what we're looking for. And to set the visible tag name, which will appear in the tag list, or the collected data, let's just fill in some of this information sufficiently to give it a unique enough name so we know what it is. So, having done that, we then search for those tags by going to the pattern search. We'll call that PID loop as well. And we select the search definition we've just created. And we want to start as close as possible to the location where the loops we're searching for can be found, because it has to search recursively through the entire structure, starting down from where we're at. So we know in this case, we're under application 1. We could go a little further, clear down to programs, but we'll just start here. We could limit the number of results. We don't care to do that, or the search depth if we wanted to avoid searching very deeply. In this case, we'll just say this is good enough, and we'll start searching. In this case, we found 9 loops or branches that match our search description or definition, so we're done. It could take hours if you're searching very high in a structure or through thousands of loops, but in this case, this went very quickly. It's just to demonstrate the technique. The next thing we can do is create a tag list, and so we'll call this PID loops as an example. Leave the update rate at once a second or 1,000 milliseconds. And that's pretty much it. We could have elected to save the tag list to a file. I can demonstrate that. And we'll just save it to the desktop. We can look at it in a second. It's going to give it an ATL suffix. You could then import that using the data logger. But to begin, to show that we actually created the tag list, let's go back and go to the tag list. And now we see the tag list we just created. It has the loops that we've added. Values are all 0 just because this is a simulation. We don't have actually anything changing them. But the log description has the path or the unique name, which we could have added or made more unique when we created the search definition. In any event, that's what we were attempting to do, and we've done it. So I hope this was useful.